This seal isn't just doing some morning yoga. This goofy-looking banana pose is actually a brilliant and essential survival hack for staying warm. This is the harbor seal, the shy, spotted puppy of the sea that you can find in coastal waters all around the northern hemisphere. We see them bobbing in the water with their big, curious eyes, and we just think they're cute. But their entire life is a masterclass in surviving the cold. I'm going to show you the secrets of their famous banana pose, how they can actually sleep at the bottom of the ocean, and the number one most important mistake people make when they find a baby seal alone on the beach. Let's start with that banana pose. You'll often see harbor seals resting out of the water on rocks or sandbars, a behavior called hauling out. The ground is often cold and wet, so to keep as warm and dry as possible, they will lift their head and their back flippers up into the air. This creates that classic U-shape, or banana pose. It minimizes how much of their body is touching the cold surface and keeps their head and tail, where they can lose a lot of heat, up in the warmer air. It's all about conserving precious body heat. Now, you might see them on those rocks and think, hey, a sea lion. It's a super common mistake, but there's an easy way to tell them apart. Sea lions have little visible ear flaps on the outside of their heads. A harbor seal is a true seal, so they just have a small ear hole, no flap. Also, a sea lion can rotate its big back flippers forward and can walk on them. A seal's back flippers are smaller and always point backward, so on land, they have to move by wiggling on their bellies, like a big, blubbery caterpillar. So they're experts at staying warm on land. But they are marine mammals, and they get all of their food in the freezing cold ocean. How do they spend so much time hunting and even sleeping underwater without running out of air or turning into a popsicle? The answer is they are master divers. A harbor seal can dive down to about 1,600 feet and can hold its breath for up to 30 minutes. To do this, they have a bunch of amazing tricks. They have a thick layer of fat called blubber that acts like a perfect wetsuit, keeping them insulated. And to save oxygen on a long dive, they can slow their heart rate down from about 100 beats per minute to as low as 10. They are also incredibly good at storing oxygen in their blood and muscles. This means they can even sleep underwater. Sometimes they'll just float at the surface like a big log, a behavior called bottling. Other times, they will sink to the bottom of a calm, shallow area and take a nap right on the seafloor for a few minutes before coming up for a breath. But the most important thing to understand about harbor seals has to do with their babies. And this is a life or death situation. Every year, well-meaning people find a lone seal pup on the beach and think it has been abandoned. A baby harbor seal is called a pup, and it can swim almost immediately after birth. But it's not strong enough to follow its mom on her long hunting trips. So a mother seal will leave her pup resting in a safe spot on the beach while she goes out into the ocean to hunt for fish. She might be gone for hours. The problem is, people see the cute little pup all by itself, and they panic. They'll get close to take pictures, or even worse, try to help it by touching it or trying to drag it into the water. This is the worst possible thing you can do. The mother is almost always just offshore, watching and waiting for the people to leave. If people get too close, it can scare her away and cause her to truly abandon her pup. The golden rule of wildlife is, if you see a seal pup, stay at least 150 feet away. If you think it looks sick or is truly in trouble, don't touch it. Call your local marine wildlife rescue hotline. The best way to help is almost always to leave it alone and let its mom come back. So the harbor seal is a true master of the coast. They do the banana pose to stay warm and dry. They are true seals with no ear flaps that have to wiggle around on land. They are incredible divers who can nap at the bottom of the sea. And most importantly, if you ever see a baby seal by itself, it's probably just waiting for its mom to get back from her grocery run, so please give it space. If you want to learn more about how to safely enjoy our amazing coastal wildlife, make sure you subscribe.